Hello everyone, and let's see what I will be doing today. Earlier this year I went to the Makerspace event in Los Angeles and it was fantastic. I brought all my robots and stuff, well, not really all of them, but a fair number, including this robot manipulator. Now I love this manipulator because it came among other things with MG90S servos, which I have discovered to be overall quite good servos. Much superior to the SG90 servos. So that was all very good. However, during the event I really pushed the robot to its limits, and finally, after a whole day of kids and people playing with it, we succeeded to actually burn one of the servos. So not real smoke and stuff, but the servo is simply not working anymore, and we can quickly test it. I have already uploaded some code in it with Visuino, and I will post the test code as usual. And as you can see, 3 of the servos are working. However, the final servo for the claw is non-operational. And I have tested, it's not the shield, it's not the Arduino, it is the servo itself, it appears. So let's power down, disconnect, and start with the surgery. Now I have assembled this robot quite some years ago and I posted the tutorials on that. However, I will try to fix it without looking at all of this. So first, it seems that I will have to detach this particular element here. It seems to be some sort of gear from the servo. So for this I will use a small screwdriver and carefully unscrew this little bolt here from the servo, then carefully unplug. I'll have to recenter it after that, but that's okay, we have potentiometers connected, so it should be all fine. Now we'll have to probably unscrew these 4 bolts here, I presume. I really honestly don't know what I'm doing at the moment, so we'll discover if I'm on the right track together. So far so good. And the reason I'm repairing the robot now is that in a couple of days I will be presenting Visuino and the robots at another Makers event. Okay, I'm on the right track. I'm on the right track. Now, that being said, can I unplug the servo without disassembling anyway? So in any case, I really want to bring this robot to the event and I want it operational. Now before we do anything else, I will test the replacement servo, which is also MG90S type of servo, just done by a different manufacturer. Put the rest aside. So it should be identical replacement servo, just will look slightly different, but that's okay. Before we go any further, I'll test it. Connect carefully with the proper cable orientation to the shield right here. And now go ahead and power to see if the new servo is operational. It should be, it's brand new, but you never know. After all, it's been ordered online and we always have to verify. So as you can see, the servo is rotating when I rotate the potentiometer. Okay, that's a good news. So the new servo will work and we simply need to do the replacement. So this unfortunately is not that simple task. We'll have to protrude the new servo cable through quite some stuff, so I will keep the old cable in place, at least we'll try, and see if I can protrude the new cable through the same path, while the old one, no, I will not be able to do that. So sadly I will have to remember exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, fantastic, okay. I believe I can remember. My memory is not what it used to be, but that being said, I still can remember a few steps at the same time. So first we have to detach the servo from the extension cable. Seems to be holding really tight. So then from here to here, then through here, and then from top to bottom. Okay, yeah, that should be fine. So we start from top to bottom, from here, from this square hole, and now remove completely the broken servo. Later I may inspect it to see what exactly has happened inside, and I'm also curious to see what's inside an MG90S servo, but that may need to wait, since I have quite some work today to do on Visuino, and I'm just using a quick gap here to fix this robot, so I can show it in a couple of days. So I hope I am showing everything on camera while fighting with the cables. Make sure I'm connecting right. Yes, black to brown and white to orange. That is the correct connection. So the cable seems to have gone the right path. Now I have to see how to mount this guy. Unfortunately, I will need to consult with my video tutorials quickly, since it's been a while. Let me see, actually I may not need to. So if this thing is here, so yes, the axle has to be at front. That's what I thought. Yeah, I think I'm fine. So we will insert the servo. Boy, this is a bit more challenging than I anticipated, but nonetheless I'll manage one way or another. Yeah, I got the servo through. Next, this slides into this slot, and the same on this side. It is really challenging without fully disassembling the robot, but again, as I said, I can manage. it's a tight fit. I'll need to loosen this bolt a little bit since it's close to the servo. Okay, that's fine. I can tighten it at later point. No, it should be below. So sorry, I did it wrong. So this one goes below. Very challenging without fully disassembling the robot, but again, as I said, I can manage. So now let's see what we can do here. I'll also loosen this bolt a little bit, just a hair. I think oh, okay, yeah, okay. I had it in reverse, that was the problem. So, everything seems to be fitting fine now together. And we can tighten one of the bolts. Tightens directly into the plastic, like it or not. That's how it is. I'll tighten it a bit more than what I usually do, but otherwise everything is gonna fall apart. Now I got the diagonal one and I need to loosen this cable a little bit, so give it some slack, apparently. Okay. Open the slack. Now tighten this bolt. And before we do anything else, I'll test if the servo still works and that I have not broken it. And yes, the servo rotates, so it's still fully operational. So I can go ahead, tighten all of the other bolts. And finally install this gear, and we should be done with this robot, and it will be ready for the Conejo Valley Makerspace presentation, which is in 2 days from now. Not sure if I'll be able to release the video before or after the event, but I'll try to release it quick. So now what we need to do is decide, yeah, I'll temporarily put this gear without tightening it in place so we can position it properly. We have to zero the servo. Okay, is it this way or the other way around? Yeah, it should be this way. Yeah, it was slightly misplaced, the horn. due to me trying to insert it. Okay, it's inserted in place, the gear. Power on. So when we do this, the close should be fully closed. Okay, power off. Power off from here. So this should be fully closed position. So let's lift the gear. Come on. Without rotating the servo. Close completely. And probably position like this. Let's see. Yeah. This probably is a fully closed position. We'll test in a second. So, power on. Yeah, oh no, not totally, so it doesn't fully close. So fully closed position probably will have to be somewhere here. I still have some slack. Fully close. Is this the closest I can get? There seems to be some tension here. It's maybe causing the burnout of the servos. Maybe need to tighten these gears a little bit. Yeah. We'll inspect that. So I will tighten it like this for the time being. I think this is about the zero position, and then we will inspect the mechanical issues that we are experiencing and what we can do to address them. The bolt should be compatible. Do I have bolt for this particular servo? Yes, the bolt is exactly the same type. So now let's study this joint. It seems like this gear gets a bit twisted. So if it gets a bit twisted, we may release this bolt a little bit and try to tighten this one a little bit. Now this is too much tension here. So the teeth are not sliding good enough and creating tension. Maybe some lubrication will help, but the problem does not appear to be necessarily mechanical. It's much more of a, well, I mean, it's a mechanical problem, but it's a friction problem. The gear gets interlocked, as you can see. Well, a cheap plastic robot. Yeah, you can see the problem. The gear gets locked right here, and that blocks the servo, and that's probably why my servo burnt. So a small movement immediately releases it. Let's test this, and I may need to lubricate it and see if some lubrication does improve the action. So now for the time being, yeah, it locked. So if you return a little bit, it will unlock. And releasing the pressure immediately allows the servo to position. So you are not not the best operation here. You can see the locking, and I'll show you. So these two tooths lock into each other, as you can see. That is causing the problem. Well, that's a design problem, unfortunately, for the plastic. And the only improvement I can think of is to maybe lubricate it. Yeah, it's loose enough, otherwise if I loosen it more it's gonna make it worse. So I will try to apply some Vaseline or other type of plastic friendly lubricant, and we'll see how it works. So this is it for now. I at least have again working robot that I can show. I thought that it is a fault of the servo, but no, it's not fault of the servo. The servo simply was pushed beyond its operational limits by the bad mechanical gear here, and by me constantly trying to rotate it back and forth. So I simply succeeded to damage it, and it is my fault that I did not realize the mechanical problem and push the servo beyond the breaking point. So just as I expected, applying a little bit of Vaseline to the gear. Actually I applied it quite generously, as you can see. It definitely fixed the problem. The friction is not there anymore, and the gears are sliding into each other perfectly. So now the servo should be operating much better than before, and seems like I really, well, I may have spoken a bit prematurely, but yes, it is closing. So again, this is a toy after all, not a industrial robot or something, so you cannot expect perfect operation, but I think this is pretty good, at least for tutorials, demonstrations and experimentation. So okay, the robot is ready, and I will be showing it in a few days at the Conejo Valley Makerspace. Hope I'll be able to see some of you there. If not, I hope to be able to record at least some video and show, or maybe some pictures or something. We'll see. I never know what to expect from those events. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to click the like button, and to help the channel, subscribe, and keep your eyes on Visuino. Really a lot of cool stuff is happening. There is a beta now publicly available. You can check it out. A lot of new components and boards are supported, and much more is on the way. Hopefully even by the end of the day there will be few more things added to Visuino. Now for me, back to Visuino, and hope to see you again. Goodbye everyone.